Me oh fucking my. Impact has got to be the weirdest show on TV. It's a mix of good stuff and some really awful fucking stuff. Let's take a look. We start off with a video package of Ace and Eights riding on their motorcycles to some cheesy cowboy music. It's very lame, pre-taped, just looking terrible. So we start off, and all the TNA stars are in the ring with Sting. Everyone's chanting for Hogan. Sting seems to be ignoring them at first, and then he acknowledges it, Hogan's presence at the arena. When he gets to that part of the script, looking totally phony and fake in the promo. So scripted. Sting is supposed to be a great promo guy. Yeah, he's reading from a fucking script. None of that is done, ad-libbed. It's all scripted. Never was a fan of Sting's promos. You got two members of Ace and Eights. They unmask one of them. Nobody knows who the fuck it is. It isn't even like a popular wrestling star that anybody knows. Just looks like a normal guy. He doesn't even look tough. So they're talking to him, and Sting says, "What do you have to say for yourself?" And he's going, he sounds like Val Venus out of breath. I mean, and talk about overacting. How many times is he gonna laugh like that? I mean, come on. Then we get our first match. Tara defeats Tessmacher. The match was going okay. Tara hits a superplex and gets on top of her for the pin. And I think that, she's going to kick out too. But no, she beats her. When's the last fucking time you've seen anybody win with a superplex? That's a transitional move. Are you fucking kidding me? No one's going to buy that as a finisher. Please. Anyway, up next we got Robbie E. And he wins a match against AJ Styles and RVD. It was a lame fucking finish in this match. Robbie E was controlling a portion of this match. Very boring. He knows nothing but punching and stomping. That's all he does. And for a smaller wrestler, that's pretty unacceptable. RVD hits a 5-star, and then he pins RVD. And it looked totally fake. It did not look like RVD could have been pinned from that. So that just was stupid, and I don't understand the point of having Robbie win when he's only got 5 points. Oh, shock value. Oh, I'm so shocked that TNA would make a shitty decision. Oh, well. Then, speaking of getting shocked, we have Jeff Hardy defeating Robbie E in a little short match. And speaking of being not believable, how the hell is Jeff Hardy going to beat a roided up freak in 2 minutes? That is not even believable at all. I mean, come on. This is just an obvious copy of Sin Cara and Tensai from 2 weeks ago. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the same fucking thing. Don't even try to deny it. Where a little small wrestler beats a massive, oversized wrestler. So that was just unbelievable. Totally illogical. It's not realistic. Then we get a lawyer coming out for AJ Styles. And she says that the whole entire thing with the baby and all that was just was fraud. They drugged AJ. AJ then wants to go attack Daniels, but he slides out of the ring. So finally we're done with this storyline. And it's about fucking time. I was getting fucking sick of it. And just, if there was any worse way to end it. I mean, what a shitty finish to this story. I mean, there's no way that you could possibly write your way out of this fucking nightmare of a storyline. But God, I mean, have a lawyer come out there and just read off of an iPad. That's the best they could do to save this storyline. Like I said, I don't know how I can't think of my own ideas of how they could have improved upon this. Oh yeah, that's right, I got one. Just don't fucking do it at all. Just fucking cancel it. It would have been better. Then we get Hogan attacking Aces and Eights members in the back, and he's snarling like a bull. Sounds like a cartoon character. Like, what the fuck? Then we've got Gunner, and he defeats this member of the Gut Check hopefuls, Chris Louie. The guy comes out. He looks out of shape. He botches a Samoan drop and some back elbow. Can't even do a back elbow, right? The announcers were at a loss for words because he was so fucking terrible. And Gunner is fucking horrible. His finisher is just fucking messy. He just takes the guy and throws him some type of messy looking F5, like a poor man's F5. Just throws him off his shoulders, and you got fans saying how this guy was the savior of the indies. What the fuck is so special about him? He's just all he does was throw punches and kicks during the match, and he hits his shitty ass finisher, and that's it. And then we get Mr. Anderson defeating Bubba Ray in a really good match. I have to say, Bubba Ray Dudley has been wrestling some really good matches as of late, and he's really past his prime. But the guy puts in effort, and that's something I could appreciate. Then after that, we get a big brawl, all Ace and Eights members, and everybody from the TNA roster. They're fighting in the ring, fighting in the back, fighting in the parking lot. So that looked kind of cool. It's still a Nexus ripoff, and not really interesting at all, but it was pretty wild. And there's one part where they take the guardrail, put it on the ring ropes, put Aries on there, and smash it with a chair. So, it was pretty cool way to end the show. And then they ride off on their bikes in the end in an obvious pre-tape segment, because there was no way that they could have got out of the ring, ran through the back, all the way to the parking lot in that amount of time. And it even looked like a pre-tape segment. I don't know how to describe it, but it just was. I mean, why did they have to pre-tape these segments with Ace and Eights? Like, what are they, some type of important celebrities or something? Come on. I mean, what is this? The Rock via satellite? Come on here. Anyway, this show, it was really a fucking piece of garbage, really, to say the very least. But you had one good match, and that's kind of why I watch Impact. You're at least guaranteed one really good match a week. Like last week, you had Daniels and AJ, and the week before that, you had Kurt Angle and AJ. So, they're pretty consistent with their good matches. But one good match, I mean, at least it's not fucking 3 hours, but, you expect a little bit more from your 2 hours of time that you put into the show. You get a whole bunch of shit and one decent match. But I guess that's better than Raw and SmackDown. So, I'm still complaining, but not as much as I do with Raw and SmackDown, I guess. So, yeah, show sucked, but one good match.